Today's video is going to be all about online dating, and I want to give you 5 of my best tips to help you improve your success with online dating. So tip number 1 is online dating is simply a place to meet. A lot of people are using online dating in what I think is the wrong way. They're trying to meet people and then get to know them while chatting and conversing through text rather than moving off the app and into a face-to-face meeting. So this is really important. If you change your mindset away from I need to date somebody online and get to know them before I meet them, to I'm simply going to connect with people online as a way to meet, and then we're going to take that connection offline and explore whether or not we have compatibility, connection, and then chemistry. So tip number 1 is it's just a place to meet. Tip number 2 is your online profile should do 2 things. It should both attract people to you as well as repel people away from you. What does this mean? Attraction in online dating is about getting people to recognize characteristics or traits or specifically values in you that align with who they are. So when you create your online profile, you want to be speaking to your ideal partner and showcasing those aspects of yourself that they're looking for. Similarly, you want to repel the wrong people, and you do this by showcasing your values. As an example, if you're somebody who is really looking to get married and start a family, if you put that on there, you will repel a lot of people who don't want that. They simply will not connect with you because they're looking for a short-term casual relationship, and that is just too much work for them, so they will not connect with you, they will not continue a conversation. Similarly, if you also value things like, travel or living a really healthy lifestyle, a certain diet, that will repel some people. A lot of people say, I won't date somebody because they have a very restrictive nutrition plan and I don't like that. Great. You will attract the people who share that value and also have that kind of lifestyle. So that's really important. Tip number 2, both attract people who share your values and repel the people who don't share your values. Tip number 3 is that your profile needs to be unique. So many online dating profiles, you could take the content of the profile, put it under any photo, and it would still hold true. They're too generic. People keep seeing the same things over and over again. You want to have something that's really unique in your profile. I call this your hook. It's the part about you that people get interested in and want to know more about because it is special. It's not something they see every day, right? Most online profiles, we know everybody highlights their sportiness or their interest in travel or dance or whatever. But make it something that's special and unique, and it might be something that's a bit quirky, right? Something that in the past maybe past partners have not liked about you, but is really at the core of who you are. That's going to attract your ideal partner by putting that out there. So tip number 3 is to be unique. Tip number 4 is you want to move off the app as soon as possible. A lot of people spend days, weeks, even months chatting with people, getting to know them, thinking that they're going to be able to trust them more if they get to know more information about them. And this is absolutely not true. You want to meet somebody, and if there is enough interest to connect, then you want to move to a personal meeting as soon as possible. This could be a telephone call. This could be a video call, or it could be a date. But it's really important, if you want to move towards a relationship and start dating, you need to get off the app. Okay? When you look at people who create dating scams, their whole strategy is to engage you in really deep conversations so that you share a lot about yourself, because when we show our vulnerability, we connect with another person. They want you to start to fall in love with the fantasy of who you could be chatting with, even though the person behind the photos is not that person. You've got a photo, you've got certain messages, and you start to connect with that and fall in love. And when that happens, then you're ripe to be a victim of an online scam. So not only is moving offline great for creating the possibility of dating in a relationship, it also is a protection device against you being a victim of an online scam. And tip number 5 is why I also recommend this, is we know that 15% of what we communicate is in our words. The other 85% comes from our tone of voice, our inflections, our body language. All those non-verbal aspects are so important to what we communicate, right? So the words themselves, we fill in 85% when we're just chatting with somebody. And so we can fall in love. As I say, it's a fantasy. It's not reality. Even if you've met somebody great online, when you meet them months later after chatting, the chances is that the reality of who they are is not going to match your fantasy. And so a lot of people get disappointed when they do this. And so moving offline is very important because you avoid that risk that you create a fantasy of this person that isn't true. And so in the online dating process, the goal is to get to know the real person. And you can only do that face to face when you have access to the full person and all those nuances. I hope that these 5 tips will help you to improve your online dating success. As always, let me know what you think if you have any questions or comments, or if you're interested in learning more about what it would be like to work with me and to have me help you create a great online dating profile to support you through that process of meeting and starting a relationship, then reach out to me, send me a direct message. I'd be really happy to connect with you. Until the next video, bye for now.